Hello everyone, this is Aman Agarwal, Assistant Professor from SRMS Institutions Bareilly. This is a short lecture on Wi-Fi technology topic. So let's start the first lecture on Wi-Fi, which is wireless fidelity. The content of these lectures are introduction part, what is a Wi-Fi technology, elements of it, how a Wi-Fi network works, Wi-Fi network topologies, configurations and security, its advantages, disadvantages, limitations and conclusion. So let's start one by one. First of all, about the introduction of wireless technology, which is Wi-Fi. So wireless technology is an alternative to wired technology which is commonly used for connecting devices in wireless mode. As we all know, wireless means something which is not connected with the wire. So wireless technology provides a portable connection between different types of electronic devices. And Wi-Fi is the most suited and versatile technology among it. Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity, is a generic term that refers to the IEEE 802.11 standard. It is a communication standard which is developed by IEEE, and generally it is called IEEE 802.11x for wireless local area networks WLAN. So Wi-Fi is a family of wireless networking technology based on IEEE 802.11 family of standard. Wi-Fi network connect computers to each other, to the internet and to the wired network. So this is a wireless technology which enables the connection of several devices to the internet or to each other. Now, what is Wi-Fi technology? Wi-Fi is the name of a popular wireless networking technology that uses radio waves to provide wireless high-speed internet and network connection. This term, the radio waves, is much important in the terms of Wi-Fi technology. So it is basically work on the radio waves propagation through the medium. A common misconception is that the term Wi-Fi is short for wireless fidelity. No, it is not true. Wireless fidelity is simply a trademark phrase that means IEEE 802.11x. This is not the actual name of the Wi-Fi. Although Wi-Fi uses multiple parts of the IEEE 802 protocol and it is designed to interwork seamlessly with its wired sibling Ethernet. Now, elements of a Wi-Fi network. The main element of this Wi-Fi is access point, which is called AP. The AP is a wireless LAN transceiver. Transceiver means which can transmit or receiver at same time, or base station that can connect one or many wireless devices simultaneously to the internet. So AP is the main part of any Wi-Fi network which provides a base station. Second one is Wi-Fi cards. They accept the wireless signal and relay information. They can be internal or external. For example, PCMCIA card for laptop and PCI card for desktop. If we want to use a Wi-Fi in laptop or desktop and it is not Wi-Fi enabled, we can use an external Wi-Fi card to make it Wi-Fi enabled, so it can connect with other Wi-Fi devices. And these are PCMCIA card for laptop and PCI card for desktop. Third one is safeguards. The third one is safeguard. Firewalls and antivirus software protects networks from uninvited users and keep information source. So these safeguards enable the information to keep the information of the devices and networks which are to be connected with this Wi-Fi device. Come to the next part, how a Wi-Fi network works. This can be shown by a simple diagram, simple picturization. As we all very much aware how Wi-Fi works, We all use the Wi-Fi very frequently in our home appliances, home devices, as we connect our modem to our mobile phone, laptop, home security system, TV, gaming. So each can be connected via wireless router. In this figure, we can see that there is a broadband modem which connects the Wi-Fi router with the internet. So this is the internet part which is connected through the broadband modem to wireless router, and this wireless router connects with several external devices which are enables with Wi-Fi technology. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, or gaming consoles, entertainment console, PS4 which we use. Ethernet cable can also be connected, but this is a wireless connection, so Wi-Fi enables the printer also. So this wireless router enables to connect all the different Wi-Fi enabled devices. Now, Wi-Fi network topologies. There are three different modes or topologies on which Wi-Fi network works. First one is AP based topology, infrastructure mode. Second one is peer-to-peer topology, ad hoc mode, and third one is point-to-multi-point bridge topology. Let's see each of these one by one. First one is AP based topology. In this topology, the client communicate through access point. So the most important point is AP access point, and every client means the device which wants to connect with the access point or base station. So a client communicate through access point. BSA, radio frequency coverage provided by an AP. BSA is the base station. Now ESA, it consists of two or more base station. ESA is external station which consists of two or more base stations. ESA cell includes 10 to 15 overlap to allow roaming. So as we can see that in this figure, this is the access point. This is the wireless handheld devices, laptops, mobiles, and other devices, and it whole makes a channel 1. This is channel 1, and this is another channel which is named as channel 6. This is the access point, all other various Wi-Fi enabled devices, and this is a wireless cell, this is a single cell, and this is another single cell, and this is the overlapping part which is 10 to 15% to allow the roaming. Roaming means if one device moves from one channel to the another channel, then it must be connected to the other channel bandwidth or network. Now next one is peer-to-peer topology. This is a very simple topology in Wi-Fi networking, in which AP is not required, access point or base station is not required. Client devices within a cell can communicate directly with each other. It is useful for setting up of a wireless network quickly and very easily. Before going to the third topology, we can also see that Wi-Fi comes in different versions, and we are talking about the general Wi-Fi. So here we not include the specific versions of Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi comes in various versions from Wi-Fi 1, Wi-Fi 2, Wi-Fi 3, Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, and Wi-Fi 6. Till date, in the year 2020, Wi-Fi has 6 total versions. Now point to multi-point bridge topology. This is used to connect a LAN in one building to a LANs in other buildings, even if the buildings are miles apart. So a LAN and different LAN can be connected through the Wi-Fi also. A LAN is a local area network which is a wired network, another LAN which is also a wired network, and two different LAN can be connected through the Wi-Fi device or Wi-Fi technology. These conditions receive a clear line of sight between buildings. The line of sight range varies based on types of wireless bridge and antenna used, as well as the environmental condition. Environmental condition affects mostly affect the Wi-Fi technology. How much distance is there, how much surrounding conditions are, and so on. Advantages of wireless technology. It is very flexible in the sense we can use as a portable device. We can use a device which is Wi-Fi enabled as a portable. So it is flexible in nature, responsive, very responsive. A device can be connected to several devices simultaneously. Customize, user customize. We can customize our settings according to our preferences or objectives. It is fast response. Wi-Fi speed depends upon the transfer rate. So we can say that it is very fast, cost effective, and secure. Secure in the sense it is also enabled with a protection security. If Wi-Fi password does not match, then no device can be connected with the matched device. Disadvantages: spectrum, assignments, and operational limitations are not consistent worldwide. Power consumption is fairly high compared to some other low bandwidth standard. Say for example, if we compare Wi-Fi with the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi enabled device consume more power in comparison to the Bluetooth device. Wi-Fi networks have limited range. Now come to the range of the Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi operational range depends on various factors such as the frequency band, radio power output, receiver sensitivity, antenna gain and antenna type, as well as the modulation technique. In addition, propagation characteristics of the signal can have a big impact. So there are various factors which can impact the range of wireless networks, Wi-Fi networks. So Wi-Fi networks have limited range. At longer distance and with greater signal absorption, speed is usually reduced. So in general, the general range of a Wi-Fi network is around 20 meters, which we use in the home devices. Wi-Fi pollution or an excessive number of access points in the area, especially on the same or neighboring channel, can prevent access and interfere with the use of other access points by others. Next is limitations. It has a limited number of bandwidth of about 83.5 megahertz. If we're talking about the bandwidth, the transmitted power must be discussed. Compared to the cell phone and similar technology, Wi-Fi transmitters are low power devices. The maximum amount of power that a Wi-Fi device can transmit is limited by local regulations, and it is around 20 dBm. Frequency spectrum used by IEEE 802.11b is shared by many other systems like microwave ovens, cordless phone, etc. So these devices can also use the Wi-Fi frequency, Wi-Fi standard IEEE 802.11b. In the previous slide, we have discussed that it is a general standard IEEE 802.11x and IEEE 802.11b is shared by many other devices. This frequency sharing causes interference problem. So this is the main limitation of using Wi-Fi technology. Security techniques are not reliable yet. Now come to the conclusion part. Wi-Fi provides freedom. It is very easy to understand that by using the Wi-Fi, we can easily connect our devices to several other devices, or device can be portable by using Wi-Fi. By using Wi-Fi, we can share several media, several files to other devices, to the internet and so on. Freedom to physically move around your home or business and still stay connected to the internet or local network. This is the main feature of a Wi-Fi. Freedom to grow and move an office or business without having to install new cables and wires. As we use the Wi-Fi enabled devices, we get rid of the complicated wired. Freedom to be connected while traveling and on the road. So this all shows the advantages and disadvantages of Wi-Fi technology. Thank you.